Throughout history, individuals have stepped beyond their time-shaping destinies with courageous faith. The women of the Bible are not footnotes. They are visionaries whose legacies echo across generations. Today, let's explore 12 remarkable women whose daring acts of faith changed history. Their stories are living testimonies of strength, hope, and the enduring power of belief. Women of the Bible, daring, faithful, and forever inspiring. Eve, the first woman, stands at the dawn of humanity. Her presence woven into the very fabric of our earliest stories. In a world untouched by sorrow, she faced a choice that would echo through all generations. A decision that changed everything, not just for herself, but for all who would come after her. Driven by a deep longing for wisdom and understanding, Eve stepped bravely into the unknown. She reached for the fruit, not out of rebellion, but out of a desire to grow, to learn, and to experience life in all its fullness. Her decision brought both suffering and the promise of redemption, revealing the profound complexity of being human. In that moment, Eve became a symbol of our own struggles, the tension between innocence and experience, between comfort and the courage to seek more. Eve's story is about agency, curiosity, and the willingness to embrace responsibility for our actions. She teaches us that every choice carries weight, and that growth often comes through challenge. Even in loss, Eve endured. She became the mother of all living, nurturing new life and guiding her children through a world forever changed. Her resilience in the face of hardship is a testament to the enduring strength found within us all. Through Eve, we see that faith often begins with a single uncertain step, a willingness to move forward even when the path is unclear. Her journey reminds us that uncertainty is not the end, but the beginning of transformation. Her legacy is not just about the fall, but about hope, renewal, and the possibility of restoration. Eve's story invites us to see beyond our failures and to believe in new beginnings. Eve's journey reminds us that no matter how difficult our choices or how great our losses, we have the strength to begin again, to seek wisdom, and to walk forward with hope into the unknown. Sarah's life was marked by years of longing, uncertainty, and deep doubt. She watched the seasons pass, her heart aching for a child she thought would never come. In a world where lineage meant everything, her empty arms were a constant reminder of unfulfilled dreams. Yet, in the quiet of her old age, God spoke a promise that seemed impossible. She would bear a son. The words echoed in her heart, stirring both hope and disbelief. How could such a thing happen now, after so many years of waiting? When Sarah first heard the promise, she couldn't help but laugh, a laughter born from disbelief, surprise, and perhaps a little pain. But in that very moment, something shifted within her. That laughter, once a shield against disappointment, became the seed of faith. Over time, Sarah's skepticism slowly transformed into trust. She dared to hope again, and her faith was rewarded when she held her son Isaac in her arms. The joy that filled her heart was deeper because it had once seemed so impossible. Sarah's story reminds us that faith is not always immediate or easy. It often grows quietly, watered by persistence and the courage to keep believing even when doubts linger. It's natural to question, to wonder, and even to laugh at the idea of miracles. But sometimes, it's in those very questions that faith finds its roots. When we choose to believe, even with trembling hearts, extraordinary things can happen. Sarah's journey stands as a beacon for anyone struggling to hold on to hope. Her life shows us that hope can be rekindled, no matter how long we've waited or how deep our doubts. True faith is not the absence of questions, but the courage to trust in spite of them. Like Sarah, we can find joy and fulfillment when we dare to believe in the impossible. Rebecca's kindness to a stranger at the well was more than a simple act. It was a turning point that changed not only her own life but also the destiny of an entire nation. When she offered water to a weary traveler and his camels, she demonstrated a spirit of generosity and hospitality that set her apart. This single moment of compassion would ripple through generations, shaping the future in ways she could never have imagined. With remarkable courage, Rebecca left behind the comfort and familiarity of her home, stepping into the unknown to become Isaac's wife. She journeyed across vast deserts, guided by faith and hope, embracing a new life and a new family. Her willingness to take this leap of faith showed her inner strength and resilience as she trusted in a destiny greater than herself. As a mother, Rebecca's bold and sometimes controversial actions secured her son Jacob's future, ensuring that the promises made to her family would endure. Her choices, though difficult, shaped the course of history and influenced the generations that followed. Rebecca's initiative reminds us that shaping destiny is not a passive act. It requires courage, decisive action, and the willingness to stand up for what we believe is right, even when the path is uncertain. Her story is one of deep love, personal sacrifice, and unwavering faith in God's promises. Through her devotion to her family and her trust in a higher purpose, Rebecca became a pillar of strength and inspiration. Rebecca teaches us that faith is not just a feeling. It is often active, requiring us to take risks, make difficult choices, and trust in outcomes we cannot yet see. Her journey shows that true faith is lived out through action and perseverance. Through the life of Rebecca, we learn that boldness and compassion, when combined, have the power to change the world. Her legacy encourages us to act with kindness, to be brave in the face of uncertainty, and to believe that our choices can shape the future for generations to come. In Jericho, Rahab risked everything to hide Israelite spies, trusting a God she barely knew. Her courage wasn't born of certainty, but conviction, believing in something greater. Rahab's actions saved her family and changed her future. Her red robe became a symbol of hope and deliverance. Rahab shows us that faith is for everyone, not just the privileged. Sometimes, the underestimated become the greatest heroes. Her legacy is one of daring faith and redemption. Deborah led Israel with wisdom and courage as a judge and prophetess. She called Barak to battle, inspiring faith and rallying a nation. Deborah's leadership was rooted in service and conviction, not position. She went to the battlefield, trusting her faith would carry her through. Her song of victory is a testament to gratitude and trust. Deborah shows that women can be both gentle and fierce, nurturing and bold. Her courage inspires all who seek justice and hope. Ruth, widowed and alone, chose loyalty to Naomi and a new faith. Her words, "Where you go, I will go," echo as a testament to steadfast love. Ruth's kindness and perseverance led to a lineage that produced King David and generations later, Jesus. Her story celebrates resilience and hope, showing that ordinary acts of faithfulness can change destinies. Ruth proves that love and courage can transform lives. Her legacy is hope fulfilled and promises kept. Hannah endured years of longing and unanswered prayers. She poured out her soul before God, vowing to dedicate her son if her prayers were answered. God heard her, and Hannah gave birth to Samuel, dedicating him to God's service. Her song of thanksgiving is a declaration of faith. Hannah's story shows the power of persistence and surrender in prayer. She teaches us to trust that God hears, even when answers are delayed. Her legacy is faith rewarded and dreams fulfilled. Bathsheba's story began in pain and scandal, but she found resilience and wisdom. As Solomon's mother, she shaped Israel's future and advocated for her son's place on the throne. Bathsheba's influence endured, proving that out of darkness can come light. Her journey is a testament to grace and perseverance. She navigated royal life with dignity and purpose. Bathsheba shows that our beginnings don't define our endings. Even in difficulty, we can rise and shape the future. Esther, orphaned and made queen, faced her greatest challenge when her people were threatened. Risking her life, she approached the king to plead for mercy. Esther's courage was fueled by faith and selflessness, not the absence of fear. Her actions saved her people and turned the tide of history. Esther reminds us our place in the world is purposeful. True courage is acting for others, even when the cost is great. Mary's life changed with a divine invitation to bear the Son of God. Her response, "Let it be to me according to your word," was simple and profound. Mary faced skepticism and uncertainty, yet remained steadfast. She trusted God's plan, even in hardship and fear. Mary's faith was active and courageous, a model of surrender and obedience. She shows that greatness often begins in quiet acceptance. Through Mary, we learn that being chosen is about willingness, not status. Mary Magdalene's life was transformed by Jesus, and she became a devoted follower. When others fled, she remained, her faith unwavering. On Easter morning, she was the first to witness the risen Christ. Entrusted with the message of hope, she sparked a movement that changed the world. Mary Magdalene's courage in darkness opened the door to new beginnings. Her legacy is hope restored and love unbroken. Priscilla was a wise teacher and leader in the early church. Alongside Aquila, she nurtured faith and guided others in Christ's way. Priscilla's teaching shaped early Christian thought, especially in instructing Apollos. Her leadership was collaborative and influential. She shows that women can be scholars, leaders, and mentors. Through Priscilla, we're encouraged to use our gifts to build communities of faith. The stories of these 12 women form a tapestry of courage, faith, and resilience. Their legacies remind us that faith is both personal and communal. They chose hope over despair, action over silence, and trust over fear. May we walk our own paths with purpose, carrying their wisdom forward. Let us light the way for generations to come.